Geographic Explorer. Explorer is brought to you by MCI, the long-distance company that brings you friends and family.
Imagine the vista the pioneers saw when they first crossed America. An endless plain of grass, a vast sea of buffalo, both so immense it seemed like they would never disappear. Hello again, and welcome to Explorer. Today, the tall grass prairie has all but vanished. But in a few small pockets of the American heartland, these great meadows endure, a window onto our nation's past. And now across the Oklahoma prairie, a distant rumble can be heard. The rumble of the buffalo, coming home at long last. Still ahead, another symbol of the American heartland is reborn when conservationists reintroduce the red buffalo to the burgeoning prairie. After this on TBS.
The following geographic moment is brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Wednesday. It's tough being a reporter. It's tougher being the story. Paul Newman.
What do you write about when the investigation's over and the guy's innocent?
Sally Field, Absence of Malice, 8:05 Eastern, Wednesday. Turn to TBS.
There are a lot of reasons why we created Ford Windstar with over 40 standard safety features, including standard dual airbags and standard anti-lock brakes. Many reasons for giving Windstar secure handling and making it longer for a smoother ride. We could acquaint you with some of these reasons, but why wake them up? Ford Windstar, created for the most important people in the world.
Much of what the American Red Cross does never makes the evening news. The quiet task of helping families. MCI's New Friends and Family is a sponsor of the Red Cross because in many ways we feel we're in the same business. The business of helping families stay close, stay together. Through our efforts, we hope that a company known for saving money can help save far more.
This is no accident, and neither is this. Insurance fraud involves everything from staged accidents to arson to false medical claims, and it cost policyholders and their companies $18 billion last year. State Farm has long been a leader in the fight against fraud, and now we're working even closer with law enforcement agencies to help prosecute these criminals, because when they get away with fraud, everyone pays.
One sugar-free gum has flavor that really goes the distance. Extra lasts extra long.
Look inside today's PCs. You'll find something pretty amazing. The Intel Pentium processor. It gives PC software more life, more action, more energy. So if you want your PC software to really move, make sure your PC has the Intel Pentium processor.
And now, back to National Geographic Explorer.
Moving day lies ahead. Will wild buffalo once again grace the land of the tall grass prairie? And plunging to the bottom of the sea, the Lusitania took more than 1,000 innocent people with her. We'll scour the wreckage for clues to this horrific World War I mystery. after this on TBS.
TBS has critics all revved up about driving passion. They're calling it absorbing, affectionate, literate and entertaining, compelling, a heck of a lot of fun. Join TBS for an incredible look at America's lifelong love affair with the car. Driving Passion, a special encore presentation, 10:35 Eastern, Monday, exclusively on TBS.
No matter where you're going, don't you really spend all your time in one place? That's why the Dodge Stratus seating engineers used pressure mapping to help eliminate things that might push and poke and cause fatigue, which makes Stratus the place you'll want to end up, no matter where you're going. New Dodge Stratus. It's full of answers. Get 1.9% financing, or at least Dodge Stratus for $199 a month.
Oral-B decided the best way to get rid of plaque would be to build a better toothbrush. The advantage: its power tip really gets behind your back teeth, and its action cup is great at removing plaque along the gum line. It's the best toothbrush ever from Oral-B.
If you got a beard, we've got your number. Introducing the adjustable Maverick beard and mustache trimmer with 6 different settings. Man, does this do a number on beards. Maverick from Norelco.
You're watching National Geographic Explorer.
See Jane work on plane. Jane on plane gets idea in brain. Insane. Ideal for Blaine in Spain. Jane puts idea in plan. Sends to Dan in Spokane. Elucidate plan as only you can. Dan sends urgent demand. Gets Excel sheet from Liz, financial whiz. Presto. Dan has presentation in hand. Sends to Jane in Spain. Fab result. Jane exults. Dan dreams of sand in can. Microsoft Office and Mail. Where do you want to go today?
There's a place where the water is as clear as a blue summer sky, where you can play, get in shape, or relax and do nothing at all. A place where you can be with your children, or with your spouse, or just by yourself. A place that's refreshing and cool, and as close as your backyard, your own pool. It's not just a place, it's a way of life. Make it yours. Call 1-800-323-3996.
Right now, when you buy 2-liter bottles of Canada Dry Ginger Ale, you can win a Princess Cruise for 2 to Alaska. See participating retailers for other ways to enter. No purchase necessary.
Wednesday, it's tough being a reporter. It's tougher being the story. Paul Newman.
What do you write about when the investigation's over and the guy's innocent?
Sally Field, Absence of Malice, 8:05 Eastern, Wednesday. Turn to TBS.
And now, back to National Geographic Explorer.
Okay, there's the side of the ship.
Next, Ballard's first glimpse of the wreck. How great a toll is more than 70 years on the ocean floor taken on this once luxurious ocean liner. Find out after this on TBS.
State Farm invites you to test your knowledge of the world with National Geographic Atlas. Geothermal energy allows which country on the Arctic Circle to grow tropical plants? Iceland, Norway, Finland. Stay tuned for the answer right after this.
Each year, thousands of people die in house fires. Tragically, many are children. That's why State Farm developed a program called Smoke Detectives. It helps teachers teach fire safety to their students. Kindergartners through 6th graders learn how to recognize fire hazards, develop escape routes, and handle fire emergencies. In just 2 years, nearly 70,000 kits have been donated to schools. And State Farm wants your school to have one, because a child's safety is everyone's concern.
And now the Atlas answer. Iceland lies on the Reykjanes Ridge, part of the undersea volcanic mountain chain called the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, which provides enough geothermal or hot water springs for most of Iceland's residents to heat their homes. The same heat source allows tropical plants to thrive in Iceland's greenhouses.
The legendary Nürburgring. It sounds crazy, but they let anyone drive on this world-famous racetrack for just a few Deutschmarks.
It was here that Porsche engineers tested our new 911 Turbo. Lap after lap of the new 400 horsepower engine, the twin turbos, the liquid all-wheel drive. What did we learn? Well, don't send a German engineer here with an ATM card.
Before you move forward, Canon paves the way. Before productivity declines, Canon raises network document processing to a new level. We give you the digital office connection to increase productivity now and beyond. Printing, faxing, copying.
Homes. The same heat source allows tropical plants to thrive in Iceland's greenhouses.
Join TBS for an incredible look at America's lifelong obsession with the automobile. Driving Passion, a special encore presentation, 10:35 Eastern, Monday, exclusively on TBS.
The legendary Nürburgring. It sounds crazy, but they let anyone drive on this world-famous racetrack for just a few Deutschmarks. It was here that Porsche engineers tested our new 911 Turbo. Lap after lap of the new 400 horsepower engine, the twin turbos, the liquid all-wheel drive. What did we learn? Well, don't send a German engineer here with an ATM card.
Before you move forward, Canon paves the way. Before productivity declines, Canon raises network document processing to a new level. We give you the digital office connection to increase productivity now and beyond. Printing, faxing, copying, scanning, and filing, all through a multifunction system. When the rest say you can't, Canon says you can. The GP55 series from Canon. Now you can. Call 1-800-OK-CANON.
Would we claim the Norelco razor shaves closer than ever, without hundreds of tests to back it up? Say our precision groove helps the Norelco lift and cut system shave closer, without proof? No. We wouldn't say it's our closest shave ever without science, sensors, tests. But of all the tests that prove it's closer, the most convincing requires a personal touch. The Norelco razor, our closest shave ever.
My dad is a soil scientist. Never really figured out what it means. He teaches trees to defend themselves from diseases, and trees are important. They help us live by eating all the carbon monoxide and make air. Well, I think Dad should get paid more than a baseball player because Dad's job is more important.
And now back to the last voyage of the Lusitania.
National Geographic Explorer will be right back.
It contains some of the most prized photographs in existence. Photographs that have won not only awards, but the admiration of an entire world. It is a collection many consider priceless, but you can bring it into your home for $24 a year. It is National Geographic. We take you behind the scenes to show you the world's greatest wonders. Unlock its greatest secrets. Call now to receive 12 monthly issues for $24 and up to 6 bonus reference maps throughout the year. Imagine scaling mountains in Chile, sailing to the Black Sea, and marveling at the dazzling colors of a Peruvian rainforest. For $24 a year, you can become a collector of National Geographic, the most exciting magazine on Earth.
To join, call 1-800-634-7800 now. Charge your membership or send $24 to the National Geographic Society. That's 1-800-634-7800.
At Chevrolet, we feel everyone, regardless of income, deserves a safe car. That's why we equip the all-new Lumina LS with dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, side guard door beams, child security rear door locks. Sure, anyone can build a car like this. That's easy. We build it so most people can afford it. That's genuine Chevrolet.
This gene is known as P53. It suppresses the growth of tumors.
In a high percentage of women with breast cancer, this gene is defective. And right now, there's nothing anybody can do about it. But there is hope. It's possible that someday a normal P53 gene could be inserted into the cells of tumors to suppress the growth of cancer. We're working on it. Call today for a free booklet on breast cancer from America's pharmaceutical research companies.
Coming up in the second half of Explorer, Undersea Explorer Bob Ballard and his team set out to confirm a controversial decades-old theory about the sinking of the Lusitania. Will proof lie at the bottom of the sea? Find out after this on TBS.
We made history on the American road. Now we're looking to the future. Introducing the new Ford Explorer. The top-selling compact sport utility that has standard dual airbags, as well as the roomiest interior, plus the one with the highest quality of any American compact sport utility. The new Ford Explorer, far and away the best the world has to offer.
Look inside today's PCs. You'll find something pretty amazing. The Intel Pentium processor. It gives PC software more life, more action, more energy. So if you want your PC software to really move, make sure your PC has the Intel Pentium processor.
Well, sure, my business is saving with AT&T. At least I think so. I feel that we are. I'm sure that we are. How would I know if we weren't? I don't think we'd know. I don't know if we're saving.
There's no question about savings with MCI's proof positive.
Next, the U-20 fires on the unsuspecting Lusitania. Find out what happened in the 20 short minutes following the explosion. After this on TBS.
Explorer is being brought to you by Dodge. The more things change, the more they look like the new Dodge.
Over the past 3 years, Dodge has offered a choice of more new nameplates than anybody else. Here are 3 more new choices that make it easier for you to drive the best-selling Dodge Caravan. Like cash savings and values to $2,360 for current owners, or an interest rate as low as 4.9%. Or choose a great Caravan lease rate, the Dodge Buyer's Choice Sale. The choice is all yours. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
One sugar-free gum has flavor that really goes the distance. Extra lasts extra long.
The following is a geographic moment.
It wasn't death that was important to the Egyptians, it was life. I have been really thinking about mummification for years, about doing it. The only way to do it is to get a cadaver, a human cadaver, and try to mummify it the way the ancient Egyptians did it.
Wednesday, it's tough being a reporter. It's tougher being the story. Paul Newman.
What do you write about when the investigation's over and the guy's innocent?
Sally Field, Absence of Malice, 8:05 Eastern, Wednesday. Turn to TBS.
In times of trouble, you can count on good neighbors, like State Farm and the American Red Cross. Our jobs are different, but our goals are the same, to help people. That's why State Farm, its agents and employees, are giving to Red Cross Disaster Relief, so that victims of future disasters will always have someone to lean on. You can help too. Call the Red Cross at 1-800-842-2200.
Glenn likes riding. See Glenn's Seek stuff on hang gliding. From gliding, he swings to winged things like pigeons and planes and the terrible pterodactyl, Trey aerodynamical, which sends Glenn to windmills spinning indelibly Dutch and wind blowing much into muddy monsoons and so to ineffable India. And the sinewy sounds of the sitar wafting through the Himalayas, which happen to be excellent for hang gliding. Maybe. Microsoft Encarta, where do you want to go today?
Stuff. We all want stuff. And when we buy a new car, we want all the stuff. Dual airbags, power steering, power mirrors, air conditioning, a stereo, automatic transmission, a place to put a cup of coffee, convenience stuff. What's really great is that you can get all this stuff on any of these Escorts for the same low price. That's called value. Escort is a great value. Compared stuff to stuff to its leading competition, Escort costs less, period. Ford Escort. Good stuff, great price.
How can we get more power from the controlled explosions inside an engine? Have them occur more frequently. Stratus power plants with multi-valve design, overhead cams, and lightweight pistons allow more explosions per minute and thus more power. So even with the standard 2-liter engine at, say, 6,000 RPM, Stratus is more fun than the 4th of July. New Dodge Stratus. It's full of answers.
Get 1.9% financing or lease Dodge Stratus for $199 a month.
Right now, when you buy 2-liter bottles of Canada Dry Ginger Ale, you can win a Princess Cruise for 2 to Alaska. See participating retailers for other ways to enter. No purchase necessary.
On the next National Geographic Explorer, what lurks in the jungle? Spend the night in Africa. Join TBS for the last great adventure of the weekend. National Geographic Explorer, 9 Eastern next Sunday. Turn to TBS.
You're watching National Geographic Explorer.
Before you open new doors, Canon gave you the key to color copying. Before the competition closed in, Canon raised the standard. And just when you thought you reached the top, Canon takes you far beyond. With colors so vivid, so versatile, so fast, it will raise you to a new level of productivity. When the rest say you can't, Canon says you can. The most advanced color laser copiers from Canon. Now you can. Call 1-800-OK-CANON.
Dream of a time from yesterday and how it used to be. Dream of a place you've never been and have always longed to see. You can hide your dreams away or share them with someone. I know a place where dreams come true. In the Arizona sun.
This is a coin-operated binocular, manufactured by the Tower Optical Company, Incorporated of Norwalk, Connecticut. For 25 cents, it offers a spectacular but limited view of Arizona. This is an America West plane. For slightly more, it offers a spectacular view of Arizona that will last a lifetime. America West offers daily nonstops to Phoenix from 50 cities nationwide. For reservations, call your professional travel agent or America West.
And now back to the last voyage of the Lusitania. Next, some final thoughts on the tragic sinking of the Lusitania. After this, on TBS.
Colgate Baking Soda Toothpaste invites you to test your knowledge of the world with National Geographic Atlas. In which of these countries could you explore the Kalahari Desert and the Okavango Delta? Kenya, Zaire, Botswana. Stay tuned for the answer right after this.
This is a deep clean. Something most teeth have never felt. Something you can feel now. Introducing Colgate Baking Soda and Peroxide with Tartar Control. Feel the deep clean of baking soda, peroxide, and tartar control tingling deep in tiny crevices, between teeth, and along the gum line. You and your dentist will agree. It's a deep clean that's truly monumental. New Colgate Baking Soda and Peroxide. Feel the Colgate Deep Clean.
And now the Atlas answer. Botswana. This landlocked country in southern Africa boasts the vast Kalahari Desert and the inland delta of the Okavango River. This great river fans out across a broad marshland before being swallowed by the sands of the Kalahari, whose name means the land of thirst.
Look inside today's PCs. You'll find something pretty amazing. The Intel Pentium processor. It gives PC software more life, more action, more energy. So if you want your PC software to really move, make sure your PC has the Intel Pentium processor.
There are a lot of reasons why we created Ford Windstar with over 40 standard safety features, including standard dual airbags and standard anti-lock brakes. Many reasons for giving Windstar secure handling and making it longer for a smoother ride. We could acquaint you with some of these reasons, but why wake them up? Ford Windstar, created for the most important people in the world.
My mom, she's a maker. She makes milk cartons for kids who don't have cows close by. Well, she probably makes thousands of them because it's a lot of kids in the world. The cartons keep the milk fresh, and I like it when it's fresh, not spoiled. Well, spoiled milk tastes nasty. Fresh milk just tastes good. Woo!
People love good food, flavored with garlic, onions, and spices. But it happens, bad breath. I can eat what I want because of Breath Assure, the internal breath freshener. Gargles, sprays, and gums, nah, mini cover-ups. All natural Breath Assure is long-lasting. Swallow a few of these powerful capsules that work from the inside. Be sure. Breath Assure.
To order Breath Assure for $19.95, call 800-257-1234. Call now. That's 800-257-1234.
On the next National Geographic Explorer, what lurks in the jungle? Spend the night in Africa. Join TBS for the last great adventure of the weekend. National Geographic Explorer, 9 Eastern next Sunday. Turn to TBS.
And now back to the last voyage of the Lusitania.
National Geographic Explorer will be right back.
1915. A war rages in Europe as the ocean liner Lusitania leaves New York with nearly 2,000 people aboard. 6 days later, a German torpedo sinks the ship, igniting a controversy that still burns today. Now, the last voyage of the Lusitania is available on home video from National Geographic. Join famed ocean explorer Dr. Robert Ballard as he dives to the ship's underwater grave. Hear stories from survivors.
Got my hands in prayer, and I said, please God save us, please God save us.
See exclusive footage from the making of this landmark documentary. Now, own a piece of history. National Geographic's Last Voyage of the Lusitania. Here's how to order.
Use your credit card to order. Call 1-800-514-2299 or send $19.95 plus $4.25 shipping and handling to National Geographic Video, Box 96575, Department L1, Washington, D.C.
These days, anyone can design and build a car with the quality and features you want. And the safety you need. That's easy. We designed and built the all-new 1995 Lumina. So most people can afford it. And that's what makes the new Lumina a genuine Chevrolet.
Next on TBS, journey to a world of wonder full of mystery and enchantment. It's a trip into the heart of Africa for one unforgettable adventure. Network Earth is coming up next right here on TBS.
You're watching National Geographic Explorer.
This year, more fathers and sons will spend Saturday mornings together. More couples will celebrate golden wedding anniversaries, and more friends will get to know each other a little better. State Farm is pleased to announce that last year, almost 2,000 fewer people were victims of drunk drivers because programs like Designated Driver are working. But we still have a long way to go. Please, be a good neighbor. Be a designated driver.
From Gillette comes a uniquely different form of protection for men. Gillette Clear Gel Antiperspirant. Unlike a stick that can stay in your underarm hair, this is a soft gel. It goes cleanly through the hair right down to the skin surface to fight odor and wetness where it begins. And that means powerful all-day protection. The revolutionary Gillette Clear Gel Antiperspirant.
Like all Americans, I like big things. Big prairies. Big forests and mountains. Big wheat fields. And everything else.
That's our show for this week. But before we let you rest up for our next great adventure, here's a look at some of those stories we're working on for next time.
In the West African country of Cameroon, we'll follow a band of poachers deep into the forest and witness a shockingly brutal hunt. Their prey, great apes. This disturbing report reveals gruesome activity that is tearing at the very heart of African life and could leave a whole generation of our magnificent animal relations orphaned. Then we'll travel south to Zambia, where, armed with ultra-sensitive photographic equipment, we'll sneak through a nocturnal feeding frenzy to find out who's the real king of the forest. These stories and more next week on National Geographic Explorer.
Looks like another show not to be missed. And thanks for watching this week. For the National Geographic Society, I'm Boyd Matson. See you next time.
National Geographic Explorer has been brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
The new Ford Contour is full of great ideas at a great price. Exciting ideas, like Wonderlink suspension for crisp, responsive handling. Comforting ideas, like air conditioning and Contour's exclusive Micron air filter. Safe ideas, like dual airbags and remote heated mirrors. Sound ideas, like an AM/FM stereo cassette. And maybe the best idea, you get all this for just $14,670. Great ideas at a great price. The totally new Ford Contour.
One sugar-free gum has flavor that really goes the distance. Extra lasts extra long. The following is a TBS original.
The great adventure continues on this special edition of Network Earth. Africa, the birthplace of humanity. Home to an amazing variety of wildlife. Peggy Knapp soars over parks.
You can see everything. This one's very
Meets the people.
They are not buying this button scam. They're going for cash.
And confronts the wildlife.
So if you want to find lions, you look for their game, their food. Beautiful.
It's an adventure that explores the legends and realities of wild Africa. African Myths on Network Earth.